the phone to the face incident on May 21st, 2016. That's her claim, and that she was further beaten by some appendage of Mr. Depp in the face, and her hair was pulled. And she showed up on the 27th in court with a lot of bruises on her face. So there are 2 police officers, one domestic violence trained female police officer, who've testified over and over and over that there was no damage to the penthouse, which Ms. Heard claimed was destroyed. That's a direct quote, destroyed. There are, what I can think of, 9 other witnesses, the majority of whom are either neutral or actually, well, Ms. Heard's own witnesses, who have testified in various forums, various times, that there were no injuries to her face whatsoever.
Adam Waldman has dragged Amber for being immoral again, and this trend doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. Will the dirts of Amber's past ever stop being dug out? Let's get right into the video and see what Adam said about Amber this time. One of the details of the trial that console Amber's fans is how she was awarded a pay and damage by Adam Waldman's allegedly defamatory statements. However, another piece of information about how Amber may have tried to lure Adam into immorality surfaced on the internet, and the fans are going bonkers. First, Adam Waldman called Amber out for blackmailing and threatening Depp. He reported, Amber Heard's #TimesUp lawyer Roberta Kaplan prefaced a court proceeding in which she unsuccessfully sought to hide abuse, hoax, and violence evidence with a blackmail attempt, brandishing undated photos in the courthouse, one of which appeared to show Mr. Depp smoking a pipe years ago. Ms. Kaplan's threat was simple: drop your opposition to keeping the evidence secret or we will show the judge these pictures. When Kaplan's threat was rebuffed, she followed through on it, as the transcript shows. But Kaplan had previously argued the photos are blackmail and show the need for both Depp and her to be protected. Kaplan said, Mr. Depp's legal team has grossly mischaracterized our discussions. Before the hearing, we showed them certain photographs to express our astonishment that Mr. Depp was opposing entry of a standard protective order that would preserve both parties' privacy as we engage in discovery prior to trial. We did not threaten to release any photographs, including photographs showing Mr. Depp using illegal drugs. Instead, we presented certain photographs to the judge during the hearing in order to explain that a protective order would make sense in this case. Indeed, we were very careful with the contents of the photographs in court. We did not display them to anyone other than the judge or even describe them on the record. And we have not released them to anyone. She continued, unfortunately, when lawyers like Mr. Depp's make false and inflammatory accusations and distort information about what happened in court or evidence in the case, all that they accomplish is to threaten the integrity of the judicial process. Kaplan told Radar exclusively earlier this month that Depp's actions are just for show. By suing her for defamation, Mr. Depp himself has put at issue the grievous physical and emotional abuse that Ms. Heard suffered at his hands during their marriage, Heard's lawyer said. Heard has already testified that it was almost always drugs and alcohol that fueled Mr. Depp's abusive behavior, and this is consistent with multiple accounts of his drug-fueled rages over many years. Meanwhile, photos, text evidence, and witness testimonies all point at Amber's sinister plot of ruining JD and Trust Me. Waldman boldly exposed Amber.
Trinity Esparza, who was the head of the concierge desk at the Eastern Columbia building, and a friend of Ms. Heard's also. Cornelius Harrell, who I think also worked for the concierge desk, or in any event worked for the Eastern Columbia building, and met with Ms. Heard on the 22nd.
Besides, with how Waldman has called out the Aquaman actress so many times, we aren't surprised of how much she and her team have tried to wreck his career. Additionally, Waldman testified via a video deposition where he unapologetically confirmed that he made several statements in the media, such as telling the Daily Mail, in part, Amber Heard and her friends in the media use fake sexual violence allegations as both a sword and shield, depending on their needs. But he declined to answer any further questions about his statements. He also testified that he released 2 audio recordings to the Daily Mail, though he did not offer further details about the recordings. During cross-examination, he explained why he says he believes Depp did not abuse Heard, in part by repeating the testimonies of several witnesses who said they did not see bruises on Heard. As expected, Depp's fans are applauding Adam Waldman for putting Amber in her place. A fan reacted, "Adam Waldman is a hero. I truly can't find the words to describe the respect and admiration I feel for him. What a wonderful friend, lawyer, and human being to have in one's life. He built that case and he wrecked Amber and everyone else involved. We thank you, Mr. Waldman." While another fan added, "Amber Heard lies like Trump lies." like him, she got caught. That is a fact. Amber is literally using David Shane to continue defaming Depp despite the verdict in the same way she accused Adam Waldman of defaming her. Don't be surprised when she gets caught again. Remember, our information is based on opinions and gossip, not facts. So keep an open mind and cross your fingers. See you in the next video for more entertainment.